Guys, this is about the JFK Jr. plane crash. I want to run something by you, okay? Would you do this for me and follow through with me, okay? Okay, everyone pretty much knows the date, but there's a lot about my adoption. And let me go to this real quick in case some of y'all don't know. But his plane wasn't reported missing till July 7th. If you don't know about my adoption, go to Mitchell Gaither YouTube, My JFK Connection. This is Senator J. William Fulbright. He is my biological grandfather. Okay? All right, let's go back to the. I was conceived on Martha's Vineyard. True, it's what the people in the know, the secret military. There's a lot about my adoption. That's unknown, and maybe some of you guys that know a lot can help me. They shut off telling me which Rockefeller's my dad, and some other stuff. I'll find out pretty soon. But my adoption was a unconsensual assault where I was conceived in late February or early March of 1963 on Martha's Vineyard. It was filmed. It was a blackmail scheme, I believe, against my grandfather, but mainly against a guy named Wanacker, which I am the biological son of his daughter Elizabeth, and she was married to him. You can't find hardly anything on Elizabeth. She went into hiding after they had me. You can't find anything on her, not many of her pictures. I know where she was buried, and I do know that, and everything's confirmed. I am their biological family, but it was filmed, from what my understanding is, as a blackmail scheme because they was going to expose the trafficking. So I find it funny with all the 17s, and while you're at it, research Quitman, Arkansas. Go to the guy Quitman, Arkansas is named after, probably all the Quitmans in the United States, John Anthony Quitman. Look at his birth dates. And if you drive through Quitman, look at all the 17s and Qs everywhere, not just here, Cleveland County, where JFK made his last public appearance before his assassination. I believe it was October 3rd, 1963. A lot of y'all historians can maybe help me with this, but I find it strange that he had, if there wasn't no numbers connected at all these people from secret military coming out, it'd just be a coincidence. But I find it strange that I was conceived where his plane supposedly went down. And if you watch the videos, you see all the 17s. But the significant part was the part where I went into Heber Springs Printing on top of Heber Mountain. It was a couple years ago. And 117 shows up a lot. And they were kind of waking up. They're indoctrinated. But he said to his worker, I was bringing them in some material to have printed for me. And he said, well, there's old Mitch again, 17. There's something to it. It's 117. I said, yeah, Revelation 117. They had area code 417 hung up. My concealed carry expired 417. The most significant thing was, if you'll watch the video, and they're honest people, they don't believe in conspiracies or anything else like that. So I closed the door, come back a couple of days later, and the owner's eyes was like that big. He said, Mitchell, he said, Heather's a witness. She's not here. But he said, our printer was off. And when you closed that door the other day, that printer turned itself on and printed 717, which that's when Junior's plane was reported missing, over 100 times. As the crow flies, it is not but about 3 or 4 miles from JFK Park, where he made his last public appearance on Greer's Ferry Dam, dedicate the Greer's Ferry Lake, and Senator J. William Fulbright was there with him, my biological grandpa. But what's interesting is all the other 17s, it's too long if you watch my videos, but I decided to measure it one day, and I drove over there, and I zeroed out at my odometer, and my house is 17.1 miles from JFK Park, no shit. So, you spiritual people and everything else, what is it? All right, JFK's family, and maybe JFK, the military and Fulbright helped get me to Arkansas. You'll see that in the video. But with all the 17s, and the most significant part was that printer turned itself on. It's spiritual in 717. And what is the connection? There is one. There's no matter what you say, it's not a conspiracy. It's spiritual, and there's many of y'all out there that understand that more than I do. Highway 107 runs 17 miles in Cleveland County. You can't make that up. And all the other 17s. So I don't know what to say other than ask you guys your opinion. And it is a neat story. And my friend with Fox News was an Emmy Award-winning cameraman and with the secret military, he said it might be made into a good movie or book one. I don't care. I just want this shit off. I'll give you one guess who that little guy is. Yeah, that's me at my farm, my grandmother's place, eating watermelon. That wasn't too long after they brought me down here. Can you tell the resemblance? I'm starting to get a little pudgy again like that little guy. So if you can help me out, please do. Give me your opinion. Give me your opinion, but it's a neat story. And if you hadn't watched My JFK Connection on YouTube, go to Mitchell Gaither YouTube and watch it. Love you guys.